process. I call it simulated sales, and it's designed to actually create a little bit of a stress response. And so we'll take our value proposition, we'll take a sales deck maybe that we would use with very small businesses, and I'll say, let's just go and let's recruit people who are in this new segment that you're trying to go after. Let's take your sales deck and go out and try to sell it. Like, go have a conversation with them and see what the response is. And there's something about the act of trying to have a conversation and feeling that sense of like what you're saying to the person is not clicking. It's a little bit stressful, but it's a really healthy stress response because it's through that experience of having that conversation that we realize, oh, this is wrong. This person has a different kind of thing, and they're thinking and talking a different way. And that emotional experience will then stimulate the type of curiosity and wondering and hopefully eventually pondering that can lead to getting the insights that my client then needs to get into that new buyer segment. And so it's a really simple system, but it's really just engineering and experience that we're allowed to feel a little bit of discomfort and then leveraging that discomfort into a new kind of knowledge.
I love that. I think that's fascinating because you're saying there is data. The data points to that they're not fully capable yet of reaching this medium size audience or customers, but there's not enough pressure, not enough emotional triggering that shows them that they need to rethink how they look at this market. But when you actually put them in that situation and they hear these questions coming from these medium-sized businesses, it creates that fear, creates a little bit of panic. Not so, like
Mhm.
you said, it's not unhealthy. It's just showing them that, oh, if you really want to do this, it requires that you understand this group better than you do.
That's right. That's absolutely right. And yeah, and it really opens up the knowledge gaps. It opens up the product gaps, and it really through just having that experience. Yeah, it really helps you, yeah, see the situation for what it is.
That's cool. I like that. So the system that I'm hearing then is okay, if you are trying to go into a new market or if you're trying to um, do something a little bit different, don't necessarily just do research into how to make a great product. Actually put a deck together and say, try to sell it to that group of people versus making anything or building anything. So then you can actually see if you are on point with what you got.
Yep. And it's really important. I use the term simulated sales to describe the method. And so a lot of times we're recruiting people from some sort of public source. So we'll find people that fit a certain profile. We'll recruit them for an interview. We'll pay them. We'll pay them. But the other thing that's really important about that is that, well, first of all, you're always paying to acquire customers anyway. So
Mhm.
it's like I always say, like just just if you're worried that people are going to just tell you what you want to hear, you're not asking the right questions. You should never be
Mm.
asking a question where someone can tell you what it is that you're wanting to hear. But the sales part of it is what's really important. And so sales is really about demonstrating to a customer that you can flow value in their direction. You can flow value, you can flow information, you can give them new ways of thinking, you can give them something that is going to reward them for the time and the money that they're spending with you. So interviewing and researching is just the opposite. The value flows from the person that you're gathering information from back to you, and no value. It's a one way flow, and you don't really always learn that when you're doing something new, you don't learn by having a one-way flow of value. You learn by testing and experimenting and prototyping and actually getting out and trying to give something of value. Where the real excitement comes from.